Hi, Jean. First of all, I just want to say, longtime follower, big fan. I'm here to explain my understanding of the Allie Starts a Cult downward spiral. I was a former friend of hers, ashamed to admit that, but I was. I started following her, I think, in 2021 when she first came on and shared her story of difficulties with the mental health industry, how she is self-diagnosed autistic, ADHD, and I just resonated with her storytelling. At some point, I know she got into some hot water with the medical community and people like our exorcist and Donish because she was on board with the doxing people who were unvaccinated by choice. And her first time being canceled on the internet was because she full on said the R slur and then denied it, and then people screen recorded it and shared it. Her next grift after she returned from her hiatus, because she always goes away and then crops back up from the depths of hell with a new grift, was anti-New Age spirituality, a topic I couldn't give a fuck less about. But I still resonated with her because of her neurodivergence. So her shtick was going after people who promote New Age spirituality practices or any type of manifestation, that kind of thing. At the beginning of 2023, she got herself into a bigger problem. There was a person named Jessica who passed away at the end of 2022, and her body was discovered in early January 2023. And based off of one comment and possibly a DM from an unknown friend, a supposed friend of Jessica, Allie took it to the internet to blame New Age spirituality for this person's death. No proof, no evidence of that, just Allie's word. And so naturally, a lot of her followers believed her, like I did. However, there were a lot of creators on here, specifically autistic creators on here, who have pattern recognition and can see her for who she is. She lost friends. She lost a client because she had some sort of small consulting business where, I don't know. I don't know that she's qualified to do much of anything, quite frankly. And it all culminated in having her 2 large platforms taken off TikTok. She was banned. She claims to have had a mental health crisis. I don't know that that's true. I also have zero empathy and sympathy for her, so I'm really not going to be the person that has a lot of compassion in this situation. Once again, I think she's a vile, disgusting human being. At the time, I was her friend. At the time, I was comforting her because she was distraught. She put her entire personality, her entire self-worth into her TikTok platforms. She bullied autistic creator after autistic creator. I let Allie's perception of other people and picture that she painted of other people, I let it get to me, and I just took on her meaning. I've since learned my lesson, but it took several months. Then on August 8th, she got her accounts restored, and she went right back to bullying creators. She did a victory tour. I think the first day she came back, she probably harassed at least 3 or 4 creators. And for a few months, I would defend her, despite her throwing me under the bus, not defending me, letting me take the fall for something I didn't even fucking do. And despite the fact that, again, it had nothing to do with my content whatsoever. It was distracting, it was exhausting, and right at the beginning of October 2023, we both kind of realized we're not for each other because it's hard to defend a narcissist. It's really hard to defend a bully when they won't shut the fuck up and they won't learn a single lesson. Now, Jubilee, I adore. Jubilee Briscoe is one of the strongest people I've ever known. She's based in Canada. She is a single disabled mother who wants to find a way to end capitalism and create a world that works for everyone. Those are her actual words, which is lovely and meaningful, and I support it 100%. Jubilee also has what I have, which is a heightened sense of justice and receipts. And because Jubilee was tracking all of this and storing it for basically accountability purposes, Allie hated Jubilee, and she couldn't get her content taken down because it's not illegal to live stream publicly available content. She tried other things, other horrible things. She called wellness checks on Jubilee. She weaponized CPS and the police multiple times. Multiple times. And she admits it. I have it in my playlist of her outright admitting it because she can't shut the fuck up ever. And the smear campaign, orchestrated by Priestley, culminated in having Jubilee removed from her daughter starting Mother's Day weekend and committed to a psychiatric facility against her will for 3 weeks, which is an injustice that has never, ever been resolved. She will never own it. She will never apologize because she is a deeply, deeply evil person who cares only about what might benefit her, period. Which is why now she's throwing away her most fervent followers, her best friends. She's throwing them away because they don't serve her anymore, which is what's going to happen. It's what happened with me. She realized that I was so disgusted with her for ignoring a genocide completely, playing the both sides bullshit that I can't fucking stand personally. And to this fucking day, Priestley is pro-Israel and now pro-Trump. She took a few months off and came back full-on MAGA. It's her new grift. It's her new shtick. It's disgusting, but I'm not even surprised. I was hoping for a different rebrand. I was hoping that she would come back after taking some time away and share her journey to becoming a self-aware narcissist. I thought, wow, she would gain a huge following this way. She could get all the attention and love that she so desperately requires. And it would be an interesting niche. it would be such a small niche that she could dominate, you know? But she chose MAGA. She chose Trump. She chose conservatives. She chose being a forced birther and a transphobe. So I would answer that last question, what part of this was fake? I think this is her true form. I think the fakeness was everything before it. I think she had to try really hard to not be a bigot. And now that her guy won, she feels comfortable climbing out from underneath the bridge that she was hibernating under to be loud and proud with her bigotry. And the sad part is she'll have an audience. It's just going to be a more racist audience.